You wake up every morning to build someone else's empire. Think about that for a second. Your best ideas, your most productive hours, your creative energy, all of it poured into making somebody else rich while you collect a paycheck that barely keeps pace with inflation. Now imagine you're sitting in your cubicle on a Tuesday afternoon and you have this brilliant idea that could change everything. But here's the catch. That idea doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the company whose badge you're wearing. So here's the question nobody wants to ask. When did you sign away your dreams in exchange for health insurance and 2 weeks of vacation? Was it the moment you clicked accept on that offer letter? Or did it happen gradually, one Monday morning at a time? The thing is, we've all been sold this beautifully packaged story about career stability. Climb the ladder, earn your stripes, maybe get a corner office if you're lucky. But nobody mentions that the ladder is bolted to someone else's building. You spend 40 hours a week, minimum, let's be honest, executing someone else's vision. Their product launches become your late nights. Their quarterly targets become your stress headaches. Their expansion plans become your reason for missing your kid's soccer game. And here's where it gets really interesting. You're probably good at it. In fact, you might be exceptional at building their dream. You've optimized their processes, solved their problems, saved them thousands or maybe millions of dollars. Meanwhile, that business idea you had 3 years ago is still sitting in a notebook somewhere. You know the one. The thing you were going to launch when you had more time or when you saved up enough money. Cue the motivational LinkedIn posts about hustle culture and side hustles, but what's really happening is that you're too exhausted from building someone else's vision to have any energy left for your own. It's not laziness, it's strategic depletion. The 9-to-5 isn't just a schedule. It's a remarkably efficient system for extracting maximum value from human potential while minimizing the risk that you'll become competition. You get just enough to stay comfortable, but not enough to break free. Think about the math for a second. If you generate $100,000 in value for your company, you might see 30 or 40,000 of that. The rest, that's called shareholder value. Fancy term for someone else's yacht payment. And before you think this is just about money, consider what else you're trading. Your mornings used to belong to you. Now they belong to commutes and coffee that tastes like corporate compromise. Your creativity gets funneled into PowerPoint presentations instead of passion projects. Some people call this adulting or responsibility. Others call it a trap dressed up in business casual. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle, which is exactly where they want you too comfortable to leave, too uncomfortable to stay satisfied. Here's the part nobody talks about in the employee handbook. Your job security is an illusion anyway. One bad quarter, one restructuring, one strategic pivot, and suddenly your 20 years of loyalty means nothing. You were building their dream and they just woke up from it. But wait, it gets better. You've been so busy making their vision real that you've forgotten how to dream for yourself. Your resume is impressive, your skills are sharp, but somewhere along the way, you stopped asking what you actually want. The real kicker? You've probably trained your own replacement. You documented all your processes, mentored the junior staff, made yourself dispensable in the name of being a team player. Congratulations, you've efficiently engineered your own obsolescence. Now imagine there's another version of you in a parallel universe. That version took the risk, started the thing, failed a few times, maybe, but owned every single outcome. Which version do you think sleeps better at night? Some will argue that entrepreneurship isn't for everyone, and they're right. But there's a difference between choosing the 9-to-5 life and defaulting into it because it feels safer. One is a decision, the other is just fear with a retirement plan. The system isn't evil, it's just really, really good at what it does. It takes your need for stability and turns it into someone else's competitive advantage. It takes your talent and repackages it as their success story. And it does this with your full consent. Critics say you should be grateful for steady employment. Defenders say you're a cog enabling innovation. Both are partially right, which is why this conversation makes everyone uncomfortable at dinner parties. As the years pass, the adaptation becomes complete. You stop seeing yourself as someone with your own dreams. You become your job title. Your identity merges with your employee ID number. And every year, you get a little better at building someone else's legacy, while yours stays hypothetical. Despite all the talk about following your passion and being your own boss, most people never make the jump. Not because they can't, but because the golden handcuffs are custom fitted and surprisingly comfortable. The benefits package is just good enough to make the trade-off seem reasonable. And here's the irony that keeps this whole machine running. Some of you reading this will nod along, agree with every word, and still show up tomorrow morning to do it all again. Because knowing you're building someone else's dream and actually doing something about it are two entirely different games. But hey, at least you're aware of it now. That counts for something, right?